My turn, Yugi boy.
How's it going, everybody? This is Gus with Duelist of the Rogue, and today I'm going to be deck profiling a deck I've been testing. As I've mentioned before in past videos, I am a budget player, and I'm true budget. I don't really like paying for cards that are over 20 bucks. So when Dogmatika got announced for the reprint in the Megatins, I knew I wanted it and I picked it up. There's different versions of it that I want to try, but I'm a purist at heart, so I wanted to try the pure version, and that's what I have for you today. Let's just get started. We are playing 3 Ecclesias. I mean, that's standard in a pure build. 2 Florida Lease. Like 2 versus 3 tends to get a little cloggy because it is reliant on having monsters in the extra deck to special summon. Ecclesia, I don't mind having at 3. Just she is a normal summon. I play a Sheehan, I believe is how you pronounce it. She's recursion. It's recursion. And I felt like I needed more Dogmatika monsters in the build, so I am teching one of her, and then I'm playing 2 Theo. Theo really, nobody ever really plays him. I've watched profiles and stuff like that, but nobody ever plays him. He is just just a normal summon, because you want to have a name on board. That way your Florida Lease is always live. One Aiden is just another normal summon, but it's just another name basically. And then we play 1 Maximus and 1 Nexus. Now I've thought about playing 2 Maximus, but it tended to get too cloggy in testing. One seems fine, just because the deck does have some recursion with the Nadir, so I can really get everything back. I just felt like maxing out on the Ecclesia was the best option, because you want to open her or the Nadir. But if you can open both, that's great. And then to end the Dogmatika, I do play the White Knight. The White Knight, I feel like it is sort of interruption, because when your opponent activates an effect, you're allowed to dump 1 from yours and dump 1 from their extra deck. And I look at it as, let's say, per Ad Ignister, you take away their access code. I mean, you take the ability for the OTK. You just rip people's one-ofs, because what is it, 180 bucks for access code? I mean, it's a little big, and realistically, a person that tries to stick to a budget isn't going to purchase 2 access codes. So I use that as the example. But that is it for my Dogmatika monsters. I run a higher count than most. Just I feel like I need the names. We have 2 Ash, 2 Valor, and 2 Bell. For the monster hand traps, just generic stuff. Something to hit a little bit of everything. For the spells, I play 3 Extravagance, 3 Nadir Servants, the Ritual Spell, Dogmatika Calamity, and the 1 Call by the Grave. Hand traps, you want to just have something, but it is like a pseudo trap, I feel, because you can just rip resources from grave. For example, like a Tri-Brigade monster, you can take resources. But that is it for my spells. For traps, I play a kind of a high count. 3 Judgment, 3 Strike, 3 Infinite Impermanence, also a hand trap, but you can also set it to be very effective. And then I main 2 Gozen match. I also I side the Rivalry of the Warlords. So just in case, because sometimes Dogmatika or Gozen match isn't enough. And then for our last trap, we played the Dogmatika Punishments. It's a searchable trap. I mean, just being able to send resources from your extra deck and then destroy cards. You can search off your monsters that you send. Just basically everything. That's it for the traps. We play 3 Ash Dragons. Ash Dragon is, I think, very important in a pure build at 3, just because you try and fire off as much as possible, but late game it also helps you dig further by having the 3rd option. I play 2 Herald of the Arclight. There again, I only play 1 copy of each of the ritual spell and the ritual monster, so Arclight helps you get you there a little further to search them. And then the punishment partner, Entis, just pop 2 cards is basically it. And then we play the 1 Omega and the 1 Adignister. Just more punishment targets. And I play Galaxy Destroyer because he's my 5000. I love the art on him. Basically, I think he's Megatron. That's it there. That's basically punishment targets, Nadir targets, White Knight targets. So I side Waking the Dragons. So I play 2 Ultimate Falcon and 2 Last Warrior from Another Planet. I figure 2 and 2 just because I play Extravagance. That's basically the only reason I play 2 and 2. Just I want to make sure I have a target for Waking the Dragon always. But that is it for the deck profile. Side decks are always preference to your locals or whatever tournament you feel like you're going to and what you need. So I never highlight that. But so far I've really enjoyed the deck. There are tweaks and stuff that I want to do. I want to add another monster hand trap and maybe cut back on the Dogmatika monsters a little bit. But outside of that, it's been testing very well for me. So that's it. But look forward to an Altergeist deck profile. I love Altergeist. That's my main love, and I kind of put it aside for a little bit and tried different decks such as Virtual World. I'm trying the Dogmatika. I was playing pure Tanny. I still have that, and I feel like Tanny could be a different deck. Could be a competitive deck pure. I really want to work towards a good build on that. But now that Brothers of Legend is out, Puguri is out, and so there she is. I got my 3. So Altergeist will be my main deck, will be my main priority going forward. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See ya.